picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Son Heung-min, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that's aimed into the middle. Gabriel attempts a clearance. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Saliba gets a foot in here. Now it's Saka. And he's had a hit! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. And it's Fascioli. And it's Fascioli.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
They played right into his path. He's got away. Saka! That's another chance. Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Number 19, Shota.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And here's Fascioli. He's going for goal. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rice. Now it's Trossard. Has a shot! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Distributed tidily. lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Caicedo. Oh, he's found support out wide. Valverde picks it up out wide.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter.
71,550.
It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly...
Shot a goal! It's in! Barcelona are back in business! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
65 minutes is number 17, Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Saliba out to the right. That's a good ball out wide. That's the keeper's ball.
Saka really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Fagioli. For Valverde. And it's Fagioli. And here's Oyarzabal. That is lovely. Played in early. And that has been cleared. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Odegaard. Servic header! It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. They get a throw in. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Odegaard.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Valverde receives it in a wide position. This looks promising. He's picked his way. And the finish! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
88 minutes is number 7, Bukayo Saka. Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Arsenal have reclaimed it. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
So Manchester welcomes yet chance for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good-looking ball. Brandt is onto this. Jimenez gets good distance on it. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Sabitzer is there and he can pick it up. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can Girassi! Oh, it's hit the post. Cleared away. And he's there to get it away. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Guinea.
He rises! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's Son Heung-min! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Girassi. Nicely weighted ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ryerson. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because...
And the shot! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, sweet feet. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Fascioli. Great ball. Messi! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Sabitzer. Now it's Girassi. He's in a great position here. Out to the left it goes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Valverde. Akanji. And it's Valverde. Here's Oyarzabal. And it's Caicedo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Crosses it in.
attendance
for
for this
safety.
match was
Sabitzer.
71,898.
Knocks it into space. Look at the space here. Incoming delivery. Out of play for a goal kick. Brandt. That has been slung wide. And he cuts out the supply. Akanji. Son Heung-min chasing after it. Now it's Messi. Nemecha puts his foot on the gas. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shot could be... Takes a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Ryerson clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
They've played it short. Delivers with whip. Oh, smashing header! And that would have been game, set and match. Robertson, back towards the middle. Son Heung-min. And here's Messi. Anton gets a foot in here. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Fagioli, and he's been shifted off it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Girassi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And we're done. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. And already we're underway here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread out to the left. Gets into some space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've always admired this striker, Sesko, Peter, because he's got that flair to his game, that swagger. You see a lot of it in his clever link-up play, and when he's making movements inside the box, his anticipation and decision-making are second to none.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And it's Dalot. Son Heung-min gets a foot in here. Diogo Dalot made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Caicedo.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And Caicedo. And it's Caicedo. Ugarte does really well to win the ball there. That's a throw. Akanji. Robertson. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. Casemiro. And he was quick to react. Robertson. Fagioli. And here's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Oyarzabal. He's on it, can he get away? Oyarzabal, big header! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Messi. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Fagioli does have his name on the score sheet, of course. No way through. Heaven. Now Ugarte. Fagioli. And it's Fagioli. Engages and forces him off the ball. Sesko. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Diogo Dalot hangs in a cross. So, Jim, what are you thinking? They're ahead, but
they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to think it through. Can he finish? And that was very necessary. Now, can they get him away? And it's Shaw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Over to the left.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Robertson. Now it's Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's looking wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. He can get that clear. Fagioli. And this is Messi.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great vision. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Fagioli claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.